So you have seen what happened in Saudi Arabia. The people, the leaders, I should say, from all over the Arab countries, from the Muslim countries, gathered together in Saudi Arabia to talk again. To talk, they are talking, and Israel is killing. So there is a clear example uh, of a nation that is bent on protecting itself, Israel in this case, and you have nations like Muslim leaders not doing anything whatsoever. They are sleeping at the moment and they are talking. We are going to be doing this, we are going to be doing that. Now, there are a few things that I want to make mention of. Arab League Summit and the Organization of the Islamic Cooperation, OIC Summit, the clause endorsed by 11 states and rejected by 4 states. Can you imagine? There are 4 states, that Islamic states, that rejected these punishments against Israeli. Can you imagine? Like your own brothers, your own sisters being raped and killed, and there you have like 4 of them. Take a look at this note. I'm creating this note because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So, rejected by 4 states are as follows: preventing the use of American and other military bases in Arab countries to supply Israel with weapons and ammunition, freezing Arab diplomatic, economic, security, and military relations with Israel, threatening to use oil and Arab economic capability to pressure to stop the aggression, preventing the Israeli civil aviation from flying in Arab airspace. These are some of the punishments they have discussed, but lo and behold, 4 of them said, no, we do not agree with this. What do you agree with? What you agree with? You know what will happen next? Israel is going to go after one country. This country is next. Mark my word. And I said, guys, Israel will fall. Israel will collapse. And that will happen. That will happen. But before that happens, many other things will take place. And one of them would be this guy, Sisi. Egypt will fall. Because the prophecy is right there. Rasulullah said, the currency of Asham will fall, the currency of Iraq will fall, and the last one will fall is the Egyptian currency. He said that very, very clearly. And so Israel is bound to go to Gaza, not because of the hadith only, because we know the hadith already, Rasulullah, he foretold us what will happen, but also because we have evidence. We're seeing things are going towards that direction. Because Israel is now pressuring Egypt, and US, they're pressuring Egypt to take Gaza's security control. And Egypt is saying, no, we will not do this. Instead, what Israel is doing right now, and US, they are pushing out this 2.4 or 2.3 million Gazans into the Sinai region. Sinai is a region where Egypt has control. They have militaries there. And Egypt said the word, they did say the word, war. They said, if there is one person in Sinai from Gaza, that is enough for us to wage war against Israel. You heard it right. Situation and relationship with Egypt and Israel and US is not as good, as cozy as it looks like right now. The demand from Israeli for Egypt to do more is only going to increase. And also it will be coming from US too. Because Egypt is a lapdog of US, because they send the second highest military aid to this country of Egypt. So Egypt, you must abide by your master, what they are telling you to do. Right now, Egypt is saying, yeah, big things, we're going to go to war if there is one person in Sinai. But trust me, there will be a whole bunch even before Egypt knows it. And if they try to do something, and I think they will try to do something to prevent these people from Gaza to come over to the Sinai region, and when they do something, and they actually have amassed 600 tanks, 600 along the border, Egyptian and Israeli and that Sinai region border, 600 tanks, Egyptian. They said, we are ready to fight. Therefore, I think it's just a matter of time when an escalation will take place, not if, when, an escalation will take place, we will see that Egypt is going to be annihilated by none other than our brothers, the Zionist terrorists. Did I call them brothers? Well, yeah. Well, I mean, what should I mean? This is a situation where I really cannot make out anything from this kind of talks. Here, this side. See, they're talking, and each of these nation states, except maybe Qatar and some other countries, Iran, everybody believes that it is just Palestine. It is not my country. UAE, Bahrain, they already said we are not going to cut ties with Israel. Remember, they have normalized their ties with Egypt, if you remember. When they were asked, would you guys cut ties? Would you guys stop this friendship with Israel? They said, no. We're not going to do this. This is on the premise that these countries will never be attacked by the wolf, Israel and US. This is what they believe. Our countries cannot be attacked. But this is the irony. If you take a look at history, you see one country, when they were invaded, even during the Second World War, Germany invaded France and some other countries, and the rest of the world, they were not really reactive to it. They were like, yeah, it's just this guy Hitler doing some stuff there. But then what happened? Hitler, Germany expanded their operation. So Israel is going to do the exact same thing. And this guy, Iranian Khomeini, they know it. They know it very well, that Israel is coming after each and one of these Muslim countries. Palestine is just the beginning. And October 7th changed all these equations that we had in the past, where we were sitting in our sofas, in our couches, watching news. Whoa, fighting between Palestine and Israel. That's it. That day is over. Israel is going to make sure, once they are defeating Hamas, which I don't think will happen. I don't think Israel will win over Hamas, because if they could, they would have done it by now. But now they are going to be doing this, or recalibrating the whole situation, and be like, we need to go to this country, Egypt. We need to go to this country, Jordan, and tell them to stop supplying any help or aid to Hamas or to the Palestinians. And Israel, they are now bent on not coming out of Gaza ever until Hamas is eradicated. And the only time they can be eradicated is when there will be no people in Palestine. But guys, Muslim nations are still sleeping. I don't know why you guys are not doing something. I mean, oil embargo, not allowing Israeli plane to use Arab airspace, no diplomatic ties by some of these Arab nations with Israel. Economic, security, military relation with Israel will be, in jeopardy. I mean, you guys really need to do something. Stop talking, stop meeting. I mean, you can just do a phone call. How long it takes for US to make a decision with UK? How long? Few seconds. Bush called Tony Blair on the phone. Hey, I'm going to Iraq. Tony Blair said, yeah, go ahead. I'm with you. What do we have seen? Action. They destroy Iraq. Matter of, even before we even knew it, Iraq was gone. But these people, hundreds and thousands are getting killed every day in Palestine. They're still talking. They did not even have to meet in Saudi Arabia. I don't know why they're meeting in Saudi Arabia. They could have just stayed home and talk over the phone, do a video conference. Today, technology is so advanced. I don't know why they're getting together. Maybe it's a good thing. Some people will say, oh, no, brother, it's a good thing. They're at least on the same stage. They're showing unity, strength. But you are comatose. You and all of these people who believe that this Muslim nation will act. We hope they will. We are not putting any country on the spot. Every country, they have some responsibility towards the Palestinians, to the people of Palestine, to the people of Gaza. They all have some responsibilities. If they're not fulfilling this responsibility, then they will be the next. It is just, we have to wait and see which country will be next. I'm saying Egypt, it could be other country, it could be Jordan, but trust me, I mean, Syria is already gone. If you think I'm wrong, and if you think, I'm just painting a very, very depressive picture for you, Syria is gone. Iraq is gone. Lebanon is gone. So, no, I'm not saying things from my own head. It's true. All of these countries are gone. They have no currency, nothing left in those countries. The natural resources are being plundered. And you think Egypt will be spared, Jordan will be spared? No, they are next. They're coming next. U.S., Israel, they're going to come after all of you guys. You think that you can just sit and nothing will happen? It is just in Palestine, just in Gaza? No, this is not how things work. This is the sunnah of Allah, that when you feed the wolf, the sheep, all of them will be gone. Did I say ships?